Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hey, friends. How are you? How is everybody tonight?
Mike Slick, how you doing?
Let me pull my phone up because it's easier for me to read the chat from my phone. So you guys are on Satan's channel. I want to thank everybody for being here. I got Jesse, what's up? My Ruts too. Carol, Jesse again. Danny Stories, what's up? How are you? Gigi Gorgeous. My guest tonight is I got Boots 69 and I got Joe Bay 8. So the New York Connect is on with me tonight. Joe's an advocate because he's been under the weather. He had surgery on his foot. What, Steven?
Joe's sick.
I'm sick. He had surgery on his foot. Rat Trap City, how are you?
Hey, Rat Trap, what's up?
You gotta get some moderators.
How you doing?
Redzilla, Crumel, Red Dog. Crumel, I thought you didn't like me.
No, Carmel got cool. He's all right.
Oh, you did get cool? I thought at one point.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. Because I took over
his... He's just a loyal Angel Gotti moderator.
No, but he was the for Lee Cole at one point, and
really?
then I think that there was something going on with that. But that whatever, water under the bridge. It's all good. Yeah. Gigi Gorgeous says, "What's up, gang? Can't believe I actually caught a live. I'm usually sleeping, and I catch the replay. My favorite commute audio. Gigi Gorgeous, thank you for coming to chat. We love you over here. Scott Bell,
Claudio,
Anthony B, Fin Freak, Pretty Monita.
Hey, Pretty Monita. Grant
Calder, what up? What up, G?
Grant.
Oliver Sutton, hey, handsome. Facts over feelings. Carol.
Yeah, Pretty Monita. That's
Wacky Jackie, what's up, pretty girl?
Redzilla, what's good?
Grant, my brother, who's always had my back. So, to tell you the truth, guys, I don't really, Minnie the Moocher, to tell you the truth, guys, I don't really have a topic.
We could talk about last night.
What happened last night? Oh, on what's her name chat. See, the thing is, I don't, Fat Boy, I don't really want to mention him too much over here because what's he going to do? It's just going to bring it more.
It's just going to get him, give him attention.
And that's what he wants.
I had people messaging me last night to go on his show and confront him. Like, why give him the content? You know, like, what? So he could just mute you?
People were messaging you to go on his show?
Yeah, like, go on his show. He's talking shit. I'm like, why even, like, give him content? What, so I can go on there so he can mute me? There's no talking.
No.
There's no talking to him.
They fucking, like, look, you really don't want to go on his show? Are you fucking nuts?
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that.
That's what he wants.
Yeah, gives him views.
So he can mute you, number one, and number two, and then when you annihilate him, he's just gonna cry. He's just gonna take it out anyway, like he did with the Georgie Grasso thing. And he struck that video I did with Georgie Grasso. I put it up on my page, and he struck that. He didn't want that shit up. Big Lou, what's up?
Hey, Big Lou.
He's fucking pathetic. He really is.
Yeah, he really is.
To be honest with you, so are a lot of people on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's just pretty pathetic. I love these guys that come on. Like, I don't know if this is going to happen to me because it's like so my name is Joey Muscola Bay 8th, right? So when I comment, I use Bay 8th. But at what point do I change my name and I start going on the other names and going into people's chats? Is that something that eventually you're going to like morph into, or are you born that way?
I think you're just born that way. I think if you're a sneak, you just do shit like that. Like, I don't think about
going in chats under sock accounts.
No, just like what Gacy does.
Oh, Gacy, yeah. He's the king of sock accounts, 100%. He said he's going to make a whole channel to about me now. Go ahead, Gacy, do it. Call it like NB Exposed, or what can he call it?
Oh,
what would be a good name? Satan Exposed, Satan at the Circus. The Thing Great Line's another one. The Thing Great Line with his 1,999 accounts. And he got caught with that dad account. It was so funny because I had all the receipts, right, showing that he was that dad guy. And then he's like, "Wait, wait a minute. I gave that account to my friend."
He's 2 dicks, 1 butthole. That fucking guy. What is it? 2 wheels, 1 family. That's who that is.
That's his. And he's also that outlaw account. Oh my God, Dad, Diddy. Like, why don't you want to use your own name? Like, he was a mod in Lee's chat for a while under that Diddy name. Like, why didn't you want to use your own name? I don't get it. If you want to be in a chat, come in under your own name. No, if I'm using a socket, I got like NB1, NB2, NB 2.0. I was going in Code the Streets chat the other day. I wanted to correct something because he was like running his mouth about lies, you know.
Oh, he was rambling again?
Well, he was talking about some kind of Discord mafia, and then the troll army got brought into it, and people associate me with the troll army and stuff like that. So I went in there to like confront him and call him out on his lies. And, you know, I went under NB and then NB 2.0 and NB3 and maybe even this one, IMNB. But everything was an NB account, so he knew it was me.
Yeah. Well, this is just going. You could go live on your channel and just not even talk for an hour, and that cocksucker's going to be fucking. He's going to be all butthurt, FBI. Yeah. This is what he hates. He wants a. He's calling. I don't know what departments he's calling. CPS, CVS. I don't know what the fuck he's calling, but he's. I mean, this Slob Tube thing is the pussiest fucking genre on YouTube. You could go to a people Spencer fucking Barbosa who talks about fingernails and dating fucking 18-year-old boys. If he's got a beef with another person, they might meet up and get it up. You know, fucking slapping or whatever they're doing. This here, you got a beef with someone, you want to meet the motherfucker, they record you, they're calling the police, they're calling this. I mean, come on, man, how fucking weak could you be?
Yeah, he says I'm on drugs now. Now I'm on drugs.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's on drugs. Everybody is on drugs. My kids are abused, and it's going to be his mission to get CPS here to check on my kids and get them taken away. Dude, you said that on camera. Okay, so you're going to make a false CPS report. It's going to be dismissed because my kids are fine. There's no drug use. My kids spend half the year in Disney World because we have season passes to Disney World. Okay, half the year my kids live in Disney World. I'm not kidding. We go there at least once every other month, and during the pandemic, we were there every other week. We were staying in Disney World.
Yeah, it's not that
very well traveled. They're good kids. They get good grades. They're taken care of. They have expensive shoes, expensive clothes. My child is fine. They go to school. My child goes to school. If there was some kind of abuse problem, and she plays on multiple sports teams, so I'm seeing adults, mandated reporters daily. If there was a problem, those people would be calling CPS, and my kids wouldn't be here. Okay, not some YouTube guy named Fat Bald Sicilian who openly threatens people and invites violence to his house. You're going to tell me that my kids are abused? My kids are seen daily by adults, and I'm seen with my child daily by coaches, Girl Scout leaders, the schools, doctors, all that other stuff. If there was an abuse problem, CPS would already be involved in my life. So you're on camera saying that you're going to make a CPS report. That's the worst thing that you could ever do, because then
all they need to do is see that.
Then they can see a reason to go after you for these false reports. What's up, Carlos?
Hey, Carlos. What's up?
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, Carlos. How you doing?
I want to see if Big Lou wants to come on too, or Rat Trap, but I don't want 1,999 other people joining. How are you, Carlos?
I'm good. Just maxing, relaxing. How are you, everybody?
Pretty good.
Good. Getting ready to watch the fight tonight.
Oh, who's fighting?
Tank Davis is fighting this dude, Raleigh Romero. It's actually the fight's at Barclays tonight in Brooklyn. So
nice.
I might go down there and just hang out outside of the building and stuff.
You better rest up.
CPS is Child Protective Services. And I want you guys to know I put all this shit up. You know why? because I don't want any pictures of my kids or my family being shown.
Yeah.
That's why all this shit is covered. You can make fun of my sheets and everything else hanging up. You guys ain't seeing pictures of my family. You're not seeing pictures of my kids. You're not seeing
Call his
pictures.
job. Yeah, okay. Call his job, Seymour.
It's a shame when you gotta do stuff like that. It's like when you brought it to my attention about taking that picture down I had on Instagram with me and my boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's the thing. They're comfortable in that. But what they need to understand, there's a different world outside of YouTube where people look at things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I get along with everybody. I'm a good person. But if you confuse the fact that I'm one of these clowns out here real quick, I'll bring you back to life. When it comes to my family, I don't play that. Your life will get snatched out of your hands real freaking quick.
Yeah,
there's a reality. Not everybody's the same. Not everybody's the same.
Well, that's what these people don't understand. There's a line you just don't cross, and they're crossing it, and they're gonna do it to the wrong person, and it's gonna blow up in their face.
Oh, the line's been crossed.
Oh yeah.
It's that call the police 911 coverage that they about. All that bragging about I'll do this and I'll do that. You're a bunch of punks. The only punks go at women, go at kids, and do stuff like that. You can lie to your stupid ass, punk ass subscribers that believe that bullshit. But there's a whole different world. Not everybody's the same.
Mm-hmm.
They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable in that cloak of 911.
No, 100%.
The Sinaloa cartel, Gacy.
What do they tell the police though? Like, if I was a cop and I had some fucking guy call me up and be like, "Someone's harassed me on YouTube," I'd be like, "Well, get off YouTube."
He won't do it.
Like, get off YouTube.
He's not gonna do it. He's gonna have someone else do it. He's gonna have fucking what's his face do it. Fucking no common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense. What up,
what
man?
are they gonna
I want to
say?
give a shout out to Lefty, man. I gotta call you. Thanks, man. Thanks for checking up on me. But I'm gonna get at you tonight, Lefty. We actually were thinking maybe we should invite you on, but I don't know if you're doing another
live right now.
24-hour lives. Yeah, I mean,
I think Lefty's been live since this afternoon. I was over there this afternoon with Lefty. Like, Lefty gets a bad rap. I like Lefty. That's one thing I told him today on the show. I said, regardless of who you like and who we don't agree with or whatever, I was like, I'm always going to hold you down. As long as you've been square with me and you've been who you are, I'll hold you down. You know, Lefty gets a lot of bad rap because he lets everybody hang out in his pool hall.
I'm going to put the link in for the other No Fly Zone guys. That's it, though. I'm not letting anybody else on tonight. And I went at Lefty at one point. I did go at Lefty at one point. He was on, Fat Boy show, and he was doing impressions of people and talking shit up on his panel. And I did go at Lefty at one point. I did go at him at one point, but me and him weren't like him and Fat Boy were close. They were friends. For Fat Boy to do that to him, like me and him weren't friends at that point. Now I wouldn't go at Lefty. But
Fat Boy would fuck over his own mother if he had to.
Oh, 100%.
He's loyal to no one. That guy.
Yeah, you hit it right on the nose, Steven. That's the thing. Like, he was, at least Lefty thought he was a friend for a hot minute, but then you seen it. Lefty went and did his own show, and I guess that bothered him, and then it went all downhill from there. But at the end of the day, that man has turned on everybody, and it's just it's sad that his stupid subscribers still don't get it. No,
but they do get it. I mean, there's a couple that donate to him, but okay, there's a handful of them. But I guarantee that they have other accounts and they're in our chats talking shit about FBS. They're in his chat talking about us to stir it up over there. And then they come with another account and they're in your guys' chats talking about FBS, stirring it up. He thinks, he's got all these loyal people. I guarantee that these people have multiple accounts and they like the drama. So they go in his chat to stir it up. And then they come to your chat, like our Bay 8's chat, kissing Bay 8's ass. And they're talking about FBS. I mean, there's a couple of them that, yes, they are his loyal people. But I guarantee that a handful of these accounts, they're going from both chats talking shit about us to him and him to us, and they like to drama and they just like to stir it up, but the disgusting, he said he was going to spit in Marla's face and
he said he was going to slap her. Who says that?
But this is where we've gone to. I remember a time there was another content creator that nobody really likes that was doing the same thing, and everybody was in the outrage when he was talking about smacking Josie's teeth out her mouth, smacking Shanna's teeth out their mouth, and everybody was in the outrage. But now when this clown decides to make videos and do the same thing, everybody's quiet. It's deserving. Why? Because they don't happen to like certain people that these people like. So it's nonsense. That was my whole thing. If you're gonna be this person and you're gonna say, no women, no kids, no family, be that same person across the board.
Exactly.
But that's not. They like that drama. That's basically what it is. And some feel that they need to actually, pick a side and this is the winning team. So when you got the person saying, yeah, well, we're the winning team, we're the best, we got this guy, we're the ones that are winning, and their miserable ass lives, they feel like, yeah, we're actually winning. Yeah, I'm part of a winning team. So yeah, let's go forward, let's rock on, let's forget about all the narratives, all the principles, and all that. Let's rock out. It's pathetic.
Listen, okay, I've gone at him for. I wanted to put up this one. Oh, Grant Calder, brother, I love you. I saw you had to go. Have a good night, Grant. Be safe, okay? I go at FBS. I've gone at him for, and I haven't spoke. I've used his own words against him. 8-9 months, whatever. I've been making videos on him. Okay, so I understand like maybe him wanting to go at me. Okay, Angel and him, whatever. She didn't do shit to him, but she's been going back and forth at him. But there's a line you cross when you're going back and forth with somebody. He can go at if he's going to go at like us women, like Josie. Josie, if she's going to talk about men, they expect them to come back at them. Me, I expect that they might come back at me too. The thing is, the shit that he's saying about these women is disgusting. Oh, okay. Yeah. Where's my friend Margene the Queen? Hey girl, this is one of my good friends. Margene. So everybody say hi to Margene.
Hey, Margene the Queen.
Not from our community, but let's welcome her in chat. And she'll start coming. Everybody drop your link. She'll subscribe and she'll start coming in and hanging out in your guys' chats too. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on. The channel, this channel, what it's associated with, this channel has a bunch of bullshit in the community too. And he's getting like all this information about me from like these people, and these pictures and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you that this one person that he keeps mentioning, that person is the person he wanted me to be. The old elderly woman who's on meth, who brags about being a lot lizard, brags about how she used to work in porn rooms and runs around and trolls the internet and makes up lies and pulls drugs out online. And this is the person he's getting the information from. Okay. And that has 70 accounts and makes all these Reddit pages. This is the person. Bring her on your show for an interview so everybody could see who she is. Bring her on. But and listen, it doesn't bother me. You guys know me for how many months? You guys know my character. You guys know how I am. So it doesn't bother me any of the crap that he says about me or any of the pictures he's got up there that these women are photoshopping to make me look like fatter or my eyes look crazy or whatever else. You guys see what I look like. And I'm just an average person. I've never sat on here and bragged and said, oh, I'm rich. I'm hot. All this other shit like FBS does. FBS brags about everything about himself, which he doesn't need to be. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? Just be yourself.
I think he is being himself. That's just the person he is. The person he's on here is probably the person he is in real life.
A dirtbag. As somebody that watched him from the beginning, he's built himself up, and with the help of subscribers constantly blowing smoke, excuse my language,
you don't think he was just playing
his ass. No, if you go watch his other videos, he was meek, humble. He was meek and humble. Yeah, it was the fact that he took flight, started getting subscribers, and had a couple of debates, a couple of wins, and that ego starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where you're the greatest thing since bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he even brags about his house being bigger than it is. You know what I mean? Like, why? Just say your house is what it is. It's a house. Who cares what you live in? You know what I mean? I don't have the biggest house, but I don't care. I'm happy with what I have. I don't have the best car, but that's fine. I mean, my bills are paid and my kids go on vacations, but I'm not rich. He acts like he's rich. He acts like his wife is like the hottest thing in the world, and that could be his opinion, but like, just be humble and just, do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I hear
like, Carlos, you said you're a broke fuck.
I'm poor. I don't lie. I don't sit there and tell people I'm this, I'm that. I'm poor. I got no problem admitting it. That's one thing about me. I'm going to be 100% regardless.
Yes.
This is what it is. I don't got to fake for nobody. This is who I am.
Right,
You know?
and I've never come on here and said that I'm some hot, chick and whatever else and this, that, and the other thing. I've never come on here and bragged about being rich or having a big house or this, that, and the other thing. I'm content with what I have, and I can have more, but I'd rather live where I live and travel more. Whatever. My kids are happy and healthy. My child is happy. She's healthy, and that's the most important thing to me. And
Exactly.
that's all that matters in life. But yeah, definitely,
counts.
Carlos, what I said to you, when we were talking that one day, I'm like, take your kid's face off that avatar. You don't need these people. They're your friends one day, but then next week they might not be your friend, and then they have a picture of your child that they can do things with.
No, but you opened up my eyes, because then I seen it that way. Like, yeah, I might not be the type of person to go stoop to that level and do that. But there are others there right now, and we're seeing it that there is no ground floor with their stuff. They'll go to the bottom of the barrel, and it is what it is. So I was like, yeah, that's why I switched to Avatar and decided to do that, because at the end of the day, you want to go, grown men could go at grown men all day. I never had an issue with all the beef. Even when Joe and him were going at it and I was a subscriber to him, I never had an issue with that. It got boring after a while, but it was grown men going at grown men. But this whole narrative, now you want to attack women, and it's just pathetic. And you can call me a white knight all you want. I could give two shits. It's just, I wasn't raised that way. You don't get no props for going at women. There's no point in that. There's no point in that. It's an open game. If they decide to put themselves there, you can use whatever kind of excuses you want to vindicate it. But at the end of the day, cowards go at women. Period.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When people take you, like I said, there was a Discord, and they're taking your Instagram avatar and they're putting it into Discord, and your son's picture's on it too. So that's the type of shit where I'm like, take him out of there. You want to go at us adults all day, but leave these kids out of it. They don't deserve it. I had another good point that I was going to say, and I forgot who's on here that I was going to say it about.
Lori, my love.
Yeah.
No one sends me hearts or roses. They all send them to NB. What am I, fucking chopped liver? I got feelings too.
Lori Love, how you doing?
That's what I said earlier. You always, no matter what the situation was, anytime somebody brought kids into it, you always spoke up. You know what I mean about that. And
there's no reason
not right.
to drag kids.
They're making these little wisecracks about your kids and you as a mother. You know what I mean? It's not it's like Carlos said. It's just when it's the flip side of the coin. It's all good then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The funny thing is, Chiccarelli guy, right? So when he was about to do, I trolled him for a second. He was he tagged me on Instagram thinking that I was FBS. And, I guess he was going on there for an interview, and I DM'd him, and I'm like, take that shit down. I don't want you promoting me. So then, we went back and forth in DMs. He's like, what do you mean, man? Da, 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 da. Whatever. And he's like telling me he's going to come fight me. And I'm like, yeah, come fight me. I'll fight you. So then I guess he called FBS, and FBS is like, that's not me. And then he came back laughing. He made it like, you're funny. You got me good. I said, Chicky, right? In all actuality, okay, I'm a troll. All right. So you DM'd a troll. You're in DMs talking to a troll, and you got your wife and your kids on this account. Okay, don't talk to trolls from accounts where you have your wife and your kids, their pictures public. And that's the first, that as we're arguing back and forth, I said that to him. I said, I have access. You just DM'd a troll, and I have access to see your wife, your children, and your family. Don't do that. Be very careful who you talk to on here, because I'm a troll with morals. But some of these don't have morals, and that's exactly what I said to him. And then he ended up blocking me, which was fine. But I told him, do not talk to these trolls from an account where you have your kids and your wife's picture on there. Do not do that shit, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna make profiles and accounts with your wife and your kids.
Yeah.
Who NB2 can I drop my channel? Claudia Perry, yes, you can. Let me
How can you drop the channel?
I'm gonna give her a wrench so she could do it. Claudio Perry. She's
it's a woman?
Yeah. Claudio, you're a man.
Yeah, Claudio's a man.
Claudio's a man. And some people, I might give you guys wrenches you know, to drop your links and stuff like that. If I take them away tomorrow, don't
get butthurt.
Yeah, don't get offended.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's
Some people
it's too much of that too.
Taken away.
Too much of that too. We decided to do a little switch around on our channel and give it to content providers, creators, however you want to state that. And we had one guy get all butthurt about it, and then talk about he's not going to take it on the road and talk shit about us. And the very next day, he had something to say in another fucking channel chat.
Yeah, that one, that particular one is funny. You say that, you know, stick to your stuff. Like, he specifically said that. Well, we're all good, best wishes. You won't see me talking about it. And 5 minutes later, he's in another show complaining to the content creator what happened. Like, stop being butthurt. This is what was crazy. Is the sensitivity levels on these males is just is next level. Yeah. It's like, come on, man.
Yes, but no, nothing. You know?
No, I only got mad one time because someone took my wrench, and I thought that was because they were being a PUSSY. Yeah, because Johnny Mac demanded that he took my wrench away, and then he went and took it away and listened to Johnny Mac, and I thought that was. He could have reached out to me privately and said, "Hey, listen, they've been coming at my wife, they've been coming at my kids. You know, just for the sake of maybe getting them off my ass, I'm going to take your wrench away." But it was like he did it like in a sneaky way. But we talked it out since then and whatever else. So everything's
he didn't do that.
But
he said he didn't do it because of Johnny Nomac. But
no, he took away everybody's wrenches, but I don't believe that because everybody had wrenches that still. But it doesn't matter. We talked it out. But that's the only time I ever got mad about a wrench. You know,
I got mad once about a wrench with a particular content creator, but it was more so the fact that it was because he was butthurt. And I was like, you know, and I told him, I was like, at the end of the day, I rode with you. That if you mad, I was like, we argue and we disagree. I was like, but we still hold each other down. I was like, you got in your feelings and you took my wrench, you know, and I left it like that. You wound up giving it back to me, but it was the point. I was like, it sends a bad message. I was like, you know, I already got a bad reputation. I'm like the boogeyman. I get blamed for everything that goes wrong because I have wrenches everywhere. I was like, but that's not the case. I moderate fair. And when you do that, you send a bad message, you know. But I got for that, and it's to that point where I didn't even want anymore because I was labeled the wrench whore.
You were the king of all wrenches.
Yeah, the wrench whore. Carlos, YouTube, wrench whore stalker. And Margene, the queen in chat, she's gonna sub. So when you guys see her in your lives, you know, she came from here, so everybody welcome her in. But she had a problem in this community with that one person that they've been drawing like penises on her face and stuff like that. And is that that creator?
See, that's just stupid.
The
unbelievable.
Yeah.
They were, and it's the one that's sending FBS some of the information on me.
That shows exactly what you're doing. Just go, be in the chat, comment. You know what I mean? Show support. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
You could do. Yep. So
I'm gonna mute myself real quick and make myself a cup of coffee.
That's what I got. Go ahead.
Don't give Carlos.
That's what I need. That's what I need.
So you're gonna give Carlos some ideas.
You already know I live on my coffee.
2 big old shots today, man. Yeah.
Yeah. The coffee.
I live on coffee. You know, but I just wish all of this nonsense would start. Let it go back to going at men. Go at me. Y'all want to go at me, you know, but it's like with me. They don't got much. Only thing they got is my teeth. You think that shit bothers me? You're wasting your time. Come up with something new. Come up with something better, something new, you know?
They'll say anything.
This could be fixed. That them flaws that you carry inside as a person, those that moralist code that you got, that can't be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. I noticed that when his stress level gets high, he gets the fucking 7 constellations on his head.
Someone was telling me today that the things are growing back on his head.
Yeah.
That person was on fire last night. That person was red like a tomato, boy.
Oh my god.
Like,
I don't know what the fuck is up with that mustache. I don't get it how it like does he look in the mirror when he trims it? Because like, you know, like when you got the that fucking shit that he's got, I don't know what I mean, you might as well shave it off. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Whatever.
It looks stupid. And his little minion has the same thing. Gun broke.
Nelson want me to let you guys know. Nelson want me to let you know that he's He's doing some family things right now, but he's in the chat. So he says, "What's up?"
What up,
What's
Nelson?
up, Nelson?
Yeah, Nelson, my brother.
Yep.
Nelson's the family man.
Yep.
Oh, and while we're at it right now, why don't you guys just explain to everyone who's the fucking fourth no-fly zone member?
Me?
Thank you. No, we're still a different wing of the no-fly zone. You're the head of that one.
Joe's the fourth member of the Soul Patrol. The fifth member is Maddie. The sixth member is Uncle Zio. And the seventh member is Zio Lesso.
Oh.
But here's what I think we should do. We should expand our horizons. I'm not, look, we got to get a couple of hot chicks in there, too.
Have a good weekend, bro.
You need some diversity.
From the Bronx.
Yeah, we got a few couple of good women in this community that could be down with it. Chicago Muscle, what's going on?
Hey, Chicago Muscle, what's up?
CM. His name is
Hey,
CM.
Maddie, what's up?
I commented on his video the other day because he asked the question, "How are you gonna call me this or that when you don't even know my name?" So I commented, "Your name is Chicago Muscle." What's up? Who's that?
Yankees for life. No,
Who?
there's a fight on.
Oh, what's
tonight.
up? Hold on, I'm gonna turn the mic off a second. Sorry, guys.
Besides, this is my channel. I'm taking it over. I'm working on a name right now.
We got a lot of good people in the chat.
But only 18 likes?
Come on, guys, hit that like
Come
button.
on, guys, step it up here. Look who we have here. We have women, men, Puerto Rican, Italian, gay, straight. We have everything in here. We appeal to everyone.
community
We have a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of diversity over here.
Oh yeah, and good people. You know, it's like,
yep.
And it's a shame because I've seen a lot of good people go, like they use the terminology, go to the dark side. I've seen it firsthand. That's when you let that the mob mentality in the chat affect you and take away everything that you stood for. Because I knew a few that had, at least I thought they had the same principles that I did. You know, respect women and certain things. And when all this shit went south and there was division in it, I watched these same people do exactly what they always preached what they were against, to go with the mob mentality.
You know what it is? I think that this FBI gets dirt on people and he uses it against them.
Not really, you know, that might be the case with some. That's been the rumor that goes around. That was even used on me. Oh, Carlos is over there this long because they got dirt on him, which was never the case because at the end of the day, there's nothing. I'm pretty much an open book, you know, and nobody on this bad boy is gonna scare me. But what it is that there's always that fanatical gene that kicks in, and it's more so not so much loyalty as it is fanatical, like to the point where it's logical thought and you can't see it. Stuff happening in front of your face that you can't see because you all ride or die for this particular person, and it's true. I had a part of it. I knew, like I was saying, I had a meter when I was with this person. And it was, and it slowly decreased, but there was a lot of stuff that was brought to my attention by other people. Like, no, you don't see this, and a part of me didn't want to see it, you know. And it took me to realize, like, wait a minute. Now I'm starting to see this, I'm starting to see that, and then it was like, okay, now I got to start backing up. But you know, but you have some, they'll full throttle and they won't back down for nothing. They're all okay with everything. And excuses for everything.
Some of them hate me. Some of them hate me so much that they're gonna stick with him because they hate me so much. But whatever.
Well, look at Big Bird, Toad of Sesame Street, right? Look at what happened to him.
Oh God,
I don't know what happened.
Toad had Boba on yesterday.
Right? He was over here. He had the support of all of us. Now he decides to switch sides. They don't even want him, so now he's left holding his cock. The problem is, a lot of these guys on FBS, even if they disagree with him, where are they going to go? They've already done so much damage that they got to come with their tail between their legs and come over here. You know, it might not be as accepting. I mean, would you be as accepting as someone like a Dick Stash Pete or, you know, one of those level guys try to come over here? It would just never happen. So,
yeah, that's true.
I mean, you would never think it would happen. So I think they just figure like, hey, I've been with this guy. You know, I mean,
I think a lot of it is it's easy to not admit that you were wrong and just continue to ride that cart than to admit to say yourself, you know what, I was actually wrong. I did this, I didn't see this and that. No, instead of having to admit that, it's a lot easier to act like it never even happened put that to the side and continue on the ride. And that's what a lot of them are doing that. Like you got to, you know.
Yeah. Well, I can admit when I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I've been wrong with things too. I've done things that are wrong. But Code of Sesame Street, they'll talk to him and pretend behind the scenes for information on us.
Oh yeah.
And some of the things that they're saying over there, you know that he's talking to them and feeding them information because they've been saying some things that we know that Toad of the Street is running his mouth to them and talking to them. He's talking to Gunsmoke. 100% he's talking to Gunsmoke. 100%. Yeah. What kind of and he's all about this loyalty and no ratting and this, that, and the other thing. Toad of the Street, with his little thin gray line friend. The two of them are the biggest snitches out there. And not only that, like that thin gray line guy, he was sending me everybody's text messages. Everybody's text messages. Everybody. Johnny Mac, Joe Candela's text messages from Josie that he was getting from people. He was sending me recorded phone calls. And they were doing it all because they wanted me on their side. Meanwhile, I was asking him for the shit just because I wanted to see like what these people were saying. And then when I called him out for it, he's like, well, you asked for it. It's your fault. If I asked you, if somebody asks you for my messages between us, are you going to give it to them? You know? Rat Trap City, you're going to do a midnight premiere or a midnight live? That's what I heard. That Rat Trap City.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Shout out to Rat Trap City. And a lot of it is his friends. It's like I spoke to him for a while on the phone. Me and him Code had a good rapport. But I was trying to explain to him, and I understood and I seen what was happening. When you tie yourself into somebody and you don't see what they've done, or you put it that that person has changed, you're not going to see that person has actually not changed and is still doing the same thing. And you also got to look at who they're affiliated with. And I try to explain that to him. I was like, okay, you all okay with Thin Gray Line? I was like, but understand who his closest friend, Johnny Mac. I was like, said nobody. You grab all of these people in this whole community together. Nobody has done more behind the scenes, snakish, despicable behavior than Johnny Mac. I was like, so now when you got Johnny Mac over here and you got your friend being his friend, I was like, they expect the shit to go everywhere. It is what it is, because this guy's not just going to wake up one day and say, you know, I'm going to be different. You know, look at the clown. He rode with pizza to as much as he could, then left him, created a whole new channel targeting pizza, then ran back to him. You know what? Sit down.
You know why he ran back to him? Exactly what I said, because we didn't welcome him with open arms. I did, but other people, like, so he was talking about NB's motherhood and all this stuff. Not like you're ugly. You know, women might be able to deal with that, but when you start talking about kids, then he was like calling, like sending messages like, you better get her to take those videos down and XYZ and this and that. And I'm like, well, I'll see what I could do. Then I found out, like, I was afraid to ask NB, like, because I knew, like, I didn't want to get my fucking head ripped off. It was like too, like, soon to, like, ask her to take those videos down. It was like within a week. But he was like, oh, me and you're going to do XYZ to you. We're going to make your life a living hell. We're going to put videos up about you if I don't get her to take those videos down.
All right, I'm going to tap out, guys. Thanks for bringing me on, MB. I got
to get my haircut. See you later.
Be easy,
later. All right, Carlos. Oops. Joe.
Have a good one, Lou.
Peace out.
See you later.
Little Lou.
Golden State losing in 6.
And that was the thing when Joe Candela was on Josie's and he was like going, you know, like sticking up for himself. Johnny Mac was sending text messages, and Thin Gray Line was involved in this, saying that if you don't stop, we're gonna dox your kids' medical records and tell them about dox your wife, your kids, talk about their medical problems and shit like that. That's the shit that they do. Bofa, get the fuck out of here. Bofa, shut the fuck up.
This fucking guy.
Somebody block Bofa. Nobody wants Bofa.
Yeah, get Bofa out of here.
Little fucking snitch.
I'm a wizard.
Bofa's the biggest
Look at the shit he says.
What is he saying? He's the wizard. I'm the wizard.
Yeah.
Bippity boppity. Go fuck yourself. Both
Yeah, he had a bad couple of days. Lefty gave him the business today, but you're gonna get that. Like I get the whole. You want to be a troll, and that's who you are. But this going around the world tour that you just did, you can't do that. You can't say, "Oh, I'm cool with this person," and you're sitting over there in a chat where that your friend is getting his ass handed to him, and you all this all kumbaya, that we all the world, let's all get together type of bullshit. It just doesn't work, So he put himself in that situation, and he got to deal with it now. It gets to a point where you're gonna burn down enough bridges where you ain't gonna be able to cross anywhere.
No, he's
Look
not.
how much of a scumbag he is when he tried to make it seem like FBI was going after his fucking 8-year-old fucking daughter on fucking Facebook. Are you fucking crazy to say something like that?
Yeah, there's certain things. Yeah,
that they were sending her dicks on Facebook or whatever.
D-pics. Yeah, they were sending his 8-year. FBS was sending his daughter D-pics on Facebook. He tried to deflect, and then that stuff that went on with Eyelight. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us sat there and stuck. That was wrong. What was said? It was practically said that they were going to R-word his daughter, his little kid, and I mean, a lot of us went to bat and like stuck up for him. But then like within like 5 days later, he was in that chat being friendly with him.
Yeah, see that shit I can't understand.
And then it made me feel stupid because like I'm sitting there putting up videos like defending him and saying that this shit is wrong. But then he's in his chat like a couple, like it wasn't even a week later. He was in his chat being all friendly with them. If someone's gonna say, listen, I had that Mac guy, I got all sorts of offers in my DMs. I got all this information on FBS. I could help you expose him. I could help you go after Lee. I could help you do this, that, and the other thing. Money was offered, and I wanted nothing to do with Mac. You brought up my fucking kids. You brought up my parenting. I don't care what you're offering me. I want nothing to do with you. As parents, we are the ones who are supposed to protect our children. First and foremost, we should have our kids back, and we should be protecting them. And if their parents aren't protecting them, then who in this world is going to?
It's supposed to be priority number one.
Yeah. Does he even have a kid, Bofa? I don't even know at this point if he even
knows. Probably not. All the
know,
crazy shit he says, who knows what the hell?
No, I think he does have kids, but again, when you attach that troll and he's smart, but he's not all there. You know what I mean? He has that combo, but again, the trolling aspect of him, it goes so deep with him, and it's so ingrained in who he is. It'll never stop. Even all the backlash that he's taking now, he'll figure out a way to somehow maneuver around all the
a
other.
lot of people think
channels.
that he knows very well what he's doing.
Oh no, he absolutely does.
Yeah.
He absolutely does. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He got the ball rolling with the fucking whole NB picture thing and all that. It was that motherfucker.
Yep.
And he has the gift of labeling himself playing the victim role. And people buying into it. Look, I did. Listen, I stopped talking to Mob Talk Radio because they banned him. One of the mods in there banned him one day. He was just being normal Bofa. He wasn't being his outrageous self. But she banned him on her personal feelings because she's infatuated with another content creator. So I spoke out about it in the chat, and I was like, this is bogus. I can understand you banning him for him being disrespectful. I was like, but he's being peaceful. So she then, that same mod then called Mob Talk Radio and he said, oh, it's okay. And I knew it. I knew she was going to do that. I just knew it because she's infatuated with this other punk ass content creator. So I got mad.
Miss Can't Get Skinny, that bitch. Miss Can't
No. The other one. Chicken broth.
Chicken broth.
Oh, Jesse. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I got mad and I left. I stopped all supporting of Jeff behind that. I did. I stopped because I was like, come on, if you're that easily influenced by these subscribers in here without you paying attention to what's going on, like, trust me, I'm good at what I do. If I'm here and I'm not saying anything, have some faith in my modding that this is not what it was. But he did, so I cut him completely off. And what happens now, a couple of weeks later, both of them went on a tirade coming at me and said some of the most despicable stuff that any other man, I'd have snatched their life out of them for the stuff that he said. He didn't realize there's certain things you can't say to somebody.
Where did he do it? Where did he do it? On somebody's live?
He did it on Lefties. He started, you don't call a convict a prison yard whore and stuff like that, because I think that's serious. You know, so that was my thing. I told him, I said, I'm gonna give you a break and all is gonna be forgiven. I was like, but understand something. There's certain people that you can't say certain things to. There's not everybody doesn't feel the same way. I was like, I've never been that. I said, I take pride in the man I am. Don't you come at me with that nonsense. And you know, we left it alone. We even had him on the show. Monday we did a show, and it was a laugh fest because he is crazy. But the problem with him was doing the behind the scenes trolling and the lies. Coming up with stories like that, the fake paperwork on everybody, because he's got paperwork on everybody. You know, he spread so many rumors going on. He even spread a rumor there was another content creator that got hit in 302s. That went across the board for a minute, and it wound up being that it was all a lie. But, you know, stuff like that you can't do. You know, you talk about basically calling somebody else a rat, and it's all a lie. That's not cool. It's not funny.
Yeah.
No, it's not funny. I'm going to put the WePushback.com channel in chat. Everybody subscribe who's new. WePushback.com.
That the real Prick the Tank?
Yeah. That's that Rick the Semen Tank. Another clown. See, that's what's funny.
Rick the Semen Tank.
It's guys like him that make me laugh.
Rick,
they talk all day about trolls, right?
Come on, Rick the Tank. Come on, Rick the Tank. Come on. I'll drop the link. Come on.
That's the thing that's funny. And I go back it's him. You got Pat Duffy. You got a few that talk about trolls all day, but they don't ever show their face, don't have the balls to get on the live and everything. No, you're no different from them. You're the definition of a troll, clown. He's another one. Another fanatical supporter that hides behind the screen. He'll never come on.
Well, that's like Common Sense, whatever his name is. He talks all this shit, but he doesn't show, you know, he doesn't show his face or nothing, that guy.
Yeah, but why they show your face, show your face, show your face? But then you got Common Sense and all these other
retards, he doesn't.
He show their face. And I never had a problem with showing my face. I was never my face. I was never ashamed. I wanted to be anonymous. That's it. I wanted to be anonymous. But if it came down
you weren't
to
telling other people to show their face.
No, and every single person on this screen knew what my face looked like. It's not like I was ashamed behind the scenes to like tell you guys who I was. You guys are going to be my friends, you know, behind the scenes. I'm going to tell you who I was. Every single person on this panel saw my face before I exposed it on there. Oh, yeah. Even Carlos, who I put in a Viagra commercial.
Rick the Tank, that fucking cockveal dude.
Who? Pounding the pink veal?
Yeah, is that Rick the Skank?
No. I don't think they're two in the same. You know, don't get me wrong. There's a few that have different stock accounts and different names. I know who they are, but Rick the Tank and Pounding ain't the same person.
Yeah, he's threatened me, Rick the Tank.
What?
No, but that's the funny thing. That's what these clowns do. Oh,
How are you going to threaten someone and
Now get up. Like I told them, get on the live, get on the stream. Yeah. I want you to tell me face to face exactly. Show your face what you're gonna do. Other than that, you're just sitting behind there. You're not showing your face. You're not even using your real name. Save that. And they talk that junk, and then you tell them jump on the live, and they back down. You pull their card real quick.
Mm-hmm. No, he threatened. He says whole thing like suck my dick, the fag. And I said, "Are you fucking crazy, you faggot?" I don't get down like that.
FPS had this whole thing like she's been hiding for so long, and I uncovered her, and this, that, and the other.
He didn't uncover
you guys see this channel? I've had this channel. I show my face. I've had videos where I show my face. It's not like he uncovered some big secret. I was in that community. I was anonymous. I was a troll, right? But if I had certain friends that, you know, I was friends with for a while, that I could trust, whatever, I mean, they knew who I was, you know? That's the difference. Like, when you have friends, and like there are certain people that I met on here and they acted like they were my friends, but I know nothing about them. Do they have children? What's their real name? All I knew was a screen name. That we weren't friends on that level. You know what I'm saying? So, but either way, regardless, you know what I mean? But then, and it showed me too, because there was a lot of people that, you know, I'd wake up in the morning and I would have DMs of like timestamps of FBS's video. Go to timestamp 145. He said X, Y, and Z. Clip it and put it up. And I always, and I mean, I'm just good with like I had other clips that I could put with it to show that he was a hypocrite and putting these videos together with the silly songs, this, that, and the other thing. But I had a lot of people that hated him so much, and they were like passing the stuff off for me to make the videos, right? But then when they go and get stuff and he's attacking me and then doxing me and doing all this shit, it shows me who's there for me and who had my back. Some people did disappear. And they weren't there for me. And it's fine. My feelings aren't hurt. But it shows who your true friends are. When it came down to the end of it, you guys were all cheering me on. Make these videos. Do this, do that. Go after him. Make these videos. And then some people dipped out real quick when all the doxing shit went on. And some stuck by. But whatever. Nobody forced me to do anything, though. I always did everything because I wanted to. Nobody ever forced me to do anything. But it just shows, some of these guys... well,
they wanted you to do the dirty work.
Yeah, they didn't want they didn't want the heat on them, whether it been family or whatever. Some are different. Like me, like I always said, I'm gonna be vocal. I'm gonna speak my piece. If you want to dox me, you could dox me. None of that shit really affects me because you're not gonna affect me. The only thing that you can probably do anything is physical, and if you're gonna come that way, you better come correct. It's just real simple. It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. It's just not.
Can I ask you a personal question, Carlos?
Yeah.
Is your name Carlos Munoz? Is that your real name?
That's my real name.
All right. So, I mean, what could that you pretty much dox yourself? The only thing you put your address out and your phone number, yeah, but you're out here on the internet showing your face with your real name, So
I always say that I doxed myself when I came into the YouTube stuff. I've been did that. It's full disclosure. None of that hiding nonsense. I am who I am because I've never been ashamed of who I am or the life that I've lived,
Yeah, but then you also got to look, you got to think about it. You really weren't coming into this game looking to, when I came in, the last thing I thought about was beefing with people.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think it would ever come to what it is now.
I like.
I never came in there. I came in there going at rap. That's how I got hooked on the mob genre because I was going at John Elite way before the mob genre kicked off. I was going at him for a while. And then, Lee Cole started his show and then FBS. And then from there, that's how I got involved in the community, and I stood there ever since. But that's like I always tell people, my principle has always been the same since day one. I've never liked government cooperating witnesses. I never was okay with it. And this is being a citizen 20 plus years. That mentality is still there. They'll never be okay with me. Never. I live on the right side of the law, but I left a lot of good men behind that ain't never coming home. Close friends. I got 4 that I write to now. That the earliest, the last one's gonna come out is in another 30 years from now. And I write them once a month. I don't do that out of sight, out of mind. Because they need that one simple letter. That they get a mail call makes a big difference. You don't forget.
Shout out to Yankees for life, man.
Hey, Yankees for life.
When we were on your show, he said some really nice things, and I just want to let him know that he's my guy, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Thank you for everything, bro.
Yankees for Life is the original, and I always give him that title, the original King Wrench, because even when this genre started, everybody was taking sides. He was still the only one that was going in everybody's channel that had a rapport with everybody and still had his wrench. He chose to distance himself and not get involved in all the nonsense and never took sides. And I always respected him for that. Always.
Claudio Perry, I'm at your channel now. 6 years ago. You don't really. Are you going to start making some new content? I see all your stuff is old. Are you going to start doing content? Claudio Perry.
Claudio's a good guy. He'll promote the hell out of your channel. He's good at that. He's awesome.
Yeah, I just went and subscribed, and I was just checking it out. But I see most of I don't see anything new, so I'm assuming Claudio's going to start putting some content out. Hey, Teresa, hello, beautiful. How are you? Let's put the New York Connect Bay 8's link in chat. Now, the only thing I didn't understand with you, Carlos, like I know you were all about all the rats, and one thing with Carlos, when somebody said something, you would be in FBS's chat, and something was misinformation, you would join and you would set them straight. Like the we push back stuff, you were always sticking up for them. And you would speak up. You weren't afraid to speak up and tell truths when it came down to it and tell them how it is. But I just didn't understand how you would hang out in there with Calandra if you were anti-rat. That's the part that confused me.
But see, that was the thing. I sat there and I'll go back and I'll reference my brother Luke. I wouldn't knock somebody. I'm not gonna knock somebody if they choose to have a friend as a rat. That's one thing I won't do. I won't do that. My personal beliefs, I can't tell you who to be friends with and who not. But when he would be on that show, I would be quiet as a church mouse in that conversation, in that comment section. I never one time did you ever see me say hi, Jimmy. It was never none of that. I would sit back and I would talk in the chat and I would leave it alone and I'd let him have him up on the screen, but I wouldn't promote it at no time, you know. And only one time I ever gave that rat a compliment, and that was on Gunsmokes, and I was like, you know, considering at the end of the day, all of the rats in the general, I was like, I can have a somewhat kind of respect for him for the simple fact that he's not coming in here lying exactly like these clowns with, I made $30 million a year, I killed 100 people, I got a parking lot here. He was being humble. And I used that, and I made the mistake and made that compliment one time.
Like MRE says, Jimmy Dust.
Yeah, and he wrote, he sent the super chat with highlighted comment, I'm the best. And I was like, oh, now I see the science. Now I see what you're doing. You're not doing that super chat for me. You're doing that super chat so your name is up there and is making it seem like I'm okay and I'm validating you. And that's exactly what happened, because right after that, Troll Army was hitting me like, oh, look at Jimmy saying you're the best, and look at Jimmy saying this. And I was like, I see the science. I see what he did. That was it for me. So I was like, never again will I ever put myself in that situation and say that, you know. But most of the times I would stay quiet because I didn't hold it against him that was his friend. I didn't, you know, really like it. I'm not that choice. Same thing with my brother. I used to tell my brother, I'm not gonna be mad at you because you choose to go and hang out at his channel. I was like, I can't do that, but I'm not gonna tell you who could be your friend and who can't. I was like, but at the end of the day, always remember, they are who they are. They're not going to change. They are who they are. Mostly all of them have shown that. And what happened? Not long after that, about a month and a half later, that's when he went on that one show and did that whole shit show about Dominic and his dad, and the rats are the winners and the stand-up men are the losers. I was outraged. I was done. That was when I was done over there. And then my brother called me and was like, can you believe this? He goes, I am done. It's over. I was like, I told you, it'd be a matter of time. They can't change their stripes. They are who they are. And now, in retrospect, 2 months we've seen it. It's worse than that. It's full throttle. Full throttle rats now. He's talking about getting this guy's time get taken back because another content creator did a video that didn't shine light at him. And this is supposed to be a guy that was from your area. And you talking about writing the judge to get this man's time taken back. That's pathetic. That's despicable.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. But it is who they are. It is who they are. I don't care if they found God. I don't care if they decided to be family men. They can't change who they are. That's just what put them in that situation to become a rat in the first place.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dominic when we push back, because Dominic was one of the first people that reached out to me.
Yeah, Dominic's awesome.
He heard about my foot or whatever, so I want to give him a shout out. I know he's a busy guy, but he sent me a nice message. I just want to say thank you, bro. Absolute
respect to Dominic Crayer.
They're making it like he's the ringleader and he's bossing all these people around.
Jimmy say, like,
Teresa Murphy, thank you, and Mob Rats 1, thank you, and the best around. So it looks like Bofa came back on a sock account. The best around. He said he's a super wizard. Bofa, if you're not wanted in this chat, it's pretty pathetic that you come back under a sock account. We don't want you here. So go to another channel where they do want you. And I think that's something that he was doing with some of you people, recording your phone calls. He's going to be passing around your text messages to the other side. Shit like that's going to start coming out, and it's going to be from Bofa. He also did this video that he was in MRE's Discord. And what else did he talk? And Chicago Muscle stuff with Chicago Muscle. He runs around acting like people's friends to collect information, and he's gonna be sending it around to the others to the other side to fucking leak shit out. So I hope all you people were very careful about what you said to this guy.
Both got like 20 sock accounts, but going back to Dominic, mad respect. See, Dominic right now is the Kaiser Soze of this. He's the one that they blame for everything. There was a time when Angel Gotti, when about 4 or 5 months ago was behind everything. She was the Kaiser Soze. Now it's Dominic. Why? He's an intelligent, articulate gentleman, and it drives them crazy that they can never be the type of man that he is. So it's attack him and the movement, because his whole existence is a threat to who they are, you know.
Well,
and they're not even a quarter of the man that he is.
And them on that side, they're selling. They sell T-shirts and this, that, and the other thing. Dominic gives them out. Everybody, message me if you guys want a T-shirt. If you want a hat,
he sent me one.
He's going out of his own pocket and doing all of that. You know, he's not bossing anybody around. He's not telling anybody what to do. And I'm just a We Push Back supporter. You know,
I'm not a member either.
And even like with that toe to the street, as much as I wanted to go at him, you know, for the retarded shit he was doing, I didn't go at him because I feel like I have a loyalty to the We Push Back movement in general and Dominic. But once he was at a We Push Back, that's it. That was fair game. You know, I had to call his ass out, that toe to the street.
Yeah, I'm the same way. There was a We Push Back member, not a supporter, a member.
He's not.
I won't say his name. I don't give any light to him. We've never had a good rapport because it's somebody he tends to back. But I never went at him, and I would never say anything bad about him because I'm not gonna get down like that. If I'm down with this movement, I'm not gonna disrespect other members no matter what. I'll just keep stuff to myself. But yeah, you'll get that a lot. You will.
Yeah, but he gave up information. But you know what's crazy? Fucking, you know, like how Jimmy and all those guys, they want to get people thrown in jail. Well,
we press charges movement.
Well, I was just gonna say, didn't Jimmy say he was gonna get Dominic investigated?
Yeah, but Cuzzo, the kid who's with Big Bird. Now everybody thinks this kid is crazy or whatever, but you know what? He said something that I actually respect. He said, look, man, I don't want anyone to go to jail. You know what I mean? I don't want to see someone in jail. It's the worst thing. You might as well kill the person. You know what I mean? But going to jail, you're a slave. Now, anybody that's been to jail should know I don't want to put another man in jail. What happened to these motherfuckers?
It's because they don't have see that, and this is a shout out to Cuzzo. Cuzzo has a convict mentality. See, people don't understand. There are two types. There are convicts and there are inmates. Cuzzo has a convict mentality. Convict mentality is a lifestyle. And whether you're far removed like me, it doesn't change. It's what makes you who you are inside there. It's what makes you have the rapport and the respect on how you carry yourself. And know about it. I say the same thing too. I don't want jail for anybody. It's garbage. You know, that's why when we had our little thing and I went on your show, Joe, and it was because remember when Stephen was like, you know, I was promoting being in there, and I took offense to that because it's not the case. It's garbage. The streets are garbage. The inside is garbage. My whole thing behind that is that if you're in there, be in it to win it. You know, be official with it. But Cuzzo's a convict, so he's gonna have that mentality, and it's true. I wouldn't want anybody to go to jail. I don't want that. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. You know, it's a whole different lifestyle. But you have some that don't have that issue. They would love to see somebody in there and brag about it. It's because there's either a civilian or they were inmates. And it's a difference. It's kind of like a man and a male. There are a lot of males out here, but they're on far and few men.
I would think.
I hear you.
I mean, I don't know. When I heard that, I said, you know what? I said, he's probably a decent kid. He's just been in jail his whole life or whatever. I mean, I don't know him. I don't have a problem with him.
Yeah. That kid, yeah. Muscle, is there a Harry Smith in here? I'm confused by that message. But that Thin Gray Line he had a fake outlaw account, but then he also like sent Hell's Angel. It says claims he's with and they're rivals. He's an idiot, that Thin Gray Line. But yeah, Thin Gray Line, and he causes a lot of problems behind the scenes. And so I'm just trying to be the peacemaker. I just want to be the peacemaker. You're behind the scenes and you're in everybody's business. Oh, you got his ass? In everybody's business behind the scenes, just Thin Gray Line /dad/Diddy /1 Wheels 2 Family. What is it?
2 dicks, 1 family. Asshole.
Yeah, Thin Gray Line. You wanted to talk to Steven Boots and Jersey Boy. Why don't you come on here? Because I know you're watching. Come on here. I'll drop the link for you. Me and Carlos will shut up. You can come on here and talk to Jersey and Boot 69. There's Bofa again. Here's Bofa again. Where is he?
Like 20 sock accounts.
Yeah. I'm not a man, I'm a wizard. I'm not a man, I'm a wizard. I'm an alien. Fucking lion.
You'd be surprised who's in here, but most of the ones that are here that are watching, they stay quiet in the chat. I don't get it twisted. Like in this genre, you actually have real official street people that watch this. It's entertainment to them. They don't talk about it, but they'll sit there in the chat the same way. You'll have all 3-letter organizations in here, writing all of this down, keeping notes. That's why I laugh at these guys when they self-incriminate themselves on this bad boy. You don't self-incriminate yourself, you know?
Yeah, I gotta excuse myself for a second. See him, ha ha ha. I'm gonna mute myself because I gotta pee really bad. Somebody and get Bofa out of here. I don't even want Bofa.
Yeah, kick Bofa out.
Get rid of him. We don't want you here. We don't want you here. But Thin Gray Line, if you want to join and talk to Jersey and Mr. Jersey Boy and Boot 69, you're more than welcome to. I'll put the link in chat for you. You know, because you were so gung-ho on doing it on Toe to the Streets. Come on here, Toe to the Streets. We know you're watching too.
I don't want to talk to a CL.
Oh, you don't want to talk to a CL?
No, I mean, if he wants to talk, I'll tell him straight why I don't like him. But
he's like, oh, you guys have my number. You guys could have called me. For what reason? We saw that you record everybody's phone calls and you share everybody's text
I'm not talking to him.
Why would somebody want to talk to you? Why would somebody want to have a conversation with you?
Yeah, he's a fucking meatball.
And how come and my internet dad, how come he's not in here supporting me? Where's my oh my god, somebody called me today and told me that it's still going around behind the scenes. They're like comparing my pictures to Lee's daughter, and they still think that it's a possibility that I'm Lee's daughter. But where are you, Dad? How come you haven't come in here and supported me?
Well, I think if you haven't done an interview yet, NB, and I think your first interview, maybe you want to do it on their channel.
No, I'm not going to do an interview on their channel. But in all actuality, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, there was that little that little thing with him. Whatever, I unsubscribed. I stopped watching his channel. But there was times when he had my back. My internet dad. So because of that situation, like I won't go at him unless he came at me. But when somebody has my back and is there for me at times, I'm still gonna have a special spot. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of, I don't have a loyalty towards him, but you know what I'm saying. If someone's there,
but you also gotta think too. Maybe he only had your back because it benefited him too.
No,
if it didn't benefit him, he might
no. He
back. Just saying.
No, there was a time when he
helped me out too.
Yeah, he helped Joe out too. Yeah, there were times when he helped us out.
So he wasn't doing it for his gain. I was, he was.
Yeah.
Much longer.
He brought Joe.
I went on his show about a month and a half ago, and it was more so because of Danny. I kind of liked Danny, and I went to give him, wish him best luck. I told him, I says, I see the way you're going. You've changed. You're starting to redeem yourself, so to speak, in many's eyes. And I think that Danny has a big influence on that. I told him, continue to promote this stuff. Don't go back to the old Lee doing despicable stuff. I was like, and dishonor Danny, because Danny lives by a different code that you don't live by. And and we left the show and left it at that. But then at the end of the day, I watched him go right back, start doing the whole tour, becoming friends with the Beg Tube group and become a member of the Beg Tube group. And it was like, you know what? I don't even go in the chat. I don't even acknowledge him no more because I see what you did. And it's real simple and people don't see it. I don't knock nobody for getting super chats and monetized. We all should. It is what it is. But their main focus is we all need to protect that. And this is why we're all together. Because at the end of the day, that's what's pumping that mechanism, the dollars, nothing else, no principles, no code, no nothing. No matter what they say, is about that.
Apple Helmet Sauce was in too. His show tonight is going to be called Shannon's. She might go off on all of us. Listen, the best thing, all you haters, the best thing to do is don't even watch him. Stop giving him those extra views because I'm telling you, he's probably getting okay, his chat would probably have 50 people in it because of all of us hate watching.
He buys views. He's a buyer.
That too.
He's getting so much more. We could do a private, like, behind the scenes where we play it, you know, like all of us get together if we really care about watching him. But he just makes me sick lately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. They're talking about spitting in women's faces and hitting people and all this other shit. The stuff he's saying about go at a woman if you want to, you know, about certain things, but then to threaten violence on a woman. And then John Gotti's freaking daughter, does he realize who her family is? He didn't.
He doesn't give a fuck. If
he doesn't care.
Money, he'll fucking talk
about do anything for it.
No, I'm gonna excuse myself.
That's what's happening, and what's sad is that it really is not gonna stop until somebody gets physically hurt, and that's what it is, because they're too comfortable in this whole police mentality, this whole 911. I can sit here in my house with video cameras outside, and if somebody happens to come on my property, all I have to do is call 911, because all that other we fight is bullshit. All that's all talk. Because
he's not doing nothing.
At the end of the day, you're not gonna give nobody no straight up fade. You're gonna call the cops, and that's the majority of them.
He was telling people to call TMZ. He was like loving it, like, yes, Angel Gotti might sue me. That's going to be all over the papers.
I'm Mickey Grigg.
Mickey Griggs is cool now, right? Is Mickey?
Yeah, Mickey. Oh yeah, Mickey Griggs.
Right, I really got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You guys take over.
Mickey Griggs, the originator of Mob Tube. See, people don't even know that. Mickey Griggs was the first one to start saying Mob Tube.
Oh, really?
And they took it and ran with it. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. He's been with me since we started out our journey together. He was the originator of that term. I don't care what nobody says. I watched it firsthand.
But
he was the originator of that.
FBI, isn't he?
Huh?
He's in love with FBI, isn't he?
No, he stopped doing that when he seen the attacks on women go into overdrive. He's not down with none of that. He's old school man.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very good, Mickey. I mean, it is what it is. Look, I'm a bad guy. I do a lot of bad things too.
Yeah.
I do pills and stuff, and
I tell you, I've done it, man, and it killed me inside. Like, I've never had stock accounts. I've always did that, but I became the Punisher when I wanted to go get information on NB. That's why I went into Pieces chat as the Punisher, and I had to go at women. I would go at Josie in that chat, and it killed me. It literally killed me inside. It was the worst couple of weeks that I ever did. That's why I couldn't understand. Like, I don't knock the troll game, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't. To be me, not be me was horrible. Was horrible.
It hurts me that this fucking Sean McCarthy has this fucking puppy in a fucking tent.
Sad.
Abusing the fucking. Let me tell you something. My dogs are the most important thing to me in life. My two guys. Most important thing. If I don't see them or I don't give them treats or they don't, my day is fucked. Now, I don't even know if, like, keeping a dog in a fucking, what kind of fucking dog is it that he's keeping it in a tent?
How did he even get that dog? That's what I want to know.
He had a few dogs. He went and he made actually a trip and picked up a few and got rid of all of them, and he chose to keep this one. But what Tony's whole issue is that Tony's has trauma since he was a kid, you know, and it was never fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But he's lacking a key component that a lot of people have, and that's empathy.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't have empathy, so Tony everything is about Tony. He doesn't think with a logical brain.
Poor him.
Yeah. Exactly. So this is why he doesn't have a problem with a dog staying in a tent with him, and it's also a part of his grift. Like, if you watch him, he'll call the dog over. The dog is laying on his bed. He'll call the dog over. The dog won't come over. The dog's terrified. So he'll grab the dog and put him to his face and say, "Hi, Banjo." Banjo, this is all for sympathy. It's all to get super chats because he don't get that anymore like he used to. You know, half the people that they used to support him turned. Now he still got a couple that are the ride or die fanatical ones. You know, those are the ones that they got them deep down issues in themselves, so they can relate to Tony. You know, but it's a shame.
It is. It really is.
How is he 7 years older than me? He looks fucking 700. He looks fucking prehistoric.
He looks horrible.
He looks like a fucking Cro-Magnon. He doesn't even fucking stand up straight.
A rough life.
I mean, what the fuck is...
And he believes all that stuff that he says that comes out of his mouth. He actually believes it in his head. You got some like John Elite. If you was to sit John Elite down and give him a goddamn polygraph, he'll pass all the questions, even though he never did anything, because he believes it in his mind. He believes it so much in his mind that he's that person that he'll take a polygraph and pass it. Tony's the same way. He believes he was a Scambino enforcer. I was a Colombo. I was a Gambino. I did this. I did that. No, you did nothing. You knew these people because you washed their car or you grew up in a certain area and it was a higher buy type thing. But you wasn't not that. You know,
yeah,
and you know it's bogus.
A-Light actually, I don't even like the guy, but to compare him with Tony, I mean, A-Light
actually did.
At least he was around those guys. You know what I mean? At least.
Oh yeah, you're right. You know, Tony he was street, but Tony wasn't.
Come on, man. Seriously?
No, Tony wasn't around Salvi Testa.
But who would? But look at him. Who would have him around? For what? I mean, it's.
I don't know. Wash their cars, like Carlos said. I don't know.
It's just. It's just so outlandish.
Yeah.
I mean,
he talks about one of the mobsters he was under, and the mobster son said it. I know him. He washed cars, is what he did. That's what he did for us, you know. But then you got to tell also you could tell the lies when you can't remember what prison you are, where you did your time at. Listen, you know your ID numbers. Any person that's been through the system knows those ID numbers off the top of my head. I've been 20 plus years removed. You ask me my federal inmate ID number, I'll rip it off the top like it's my social. You know where you were at. So when you keep saying, oh, I was in this county, I was in here, I was there. No, you wasn't. You don't even know nothing. Then they come out with an excuse like, I escaped if they left the gate open and I rode onto the bottom of the boat.
That's the most stupidest shit I ever heard. His escape story.
But you got some subscribers that are just that gullible to believe it. Like, oh yeah, he did this, he did that. Come on, man. It's comical. He ain't the only one. You got the other clown, JC, the antenna salesman.
Oh God, him.
He's been everywhere. He's a Sereno, he's a mobster, he's a this, he's a that, he's a politician's best friend. He's like, stop. Like, you know, there's so many goddamn lies, you don't even know what. And then he's another one doing the whole go around the tour, everybody. And the biggest snitch, he self-incriminates himself all the time. You know, he tells on everybody. Like, if you do something with him, eventually it's going to come down. He's going to go on one of them shows, and he's eventually going to spit it out. He's done it
he jumps from one channel to another. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, doing the tour. And the biggest troll, he'll pop in on so many shockouts. He came into our no-fly zone, and he's backstage putting the most despicable racist comments in the chat. Like, come on, man. You're a clown. You know, you're like just a clown. He don't talk about that stuff. He's another one with like 20 stock accounts.
What's up, Angel? How are you?
I don't know how people have time for this shit, to be honest. I don't know.
What's
crazy?
People? Tony Pizza?
Yeah, all these.
What do you mean? Would he have time? He doesn't do anything. He doesn't work. He doesn't. How does he have time?
Like, how do you have time to go on 20 stock accounts, do all this trolling? It's like, you know, it's just pathetic, to be honest.
It's addictive, this shit. It
is
fucking addictive. That's why it's like it just. I don't know. These people that like him are fucking losers, and they probably, oh, you're going live tonight? Please go live. I mean, it's like they have nothing.
Ooh, were you talking about Tony Pizza?
Yeah.
People feel bad for him too. Maybe, I don't know.
It would have been better if he told the truth about his life.
Yeah.
Instead of lying.
Because he's funny. Let's be real. In all his despicable glory, he can be funny. And if he would have not went the racist route, you know, that's who he is. But if he just toned it down and kept it more inside, he'd have been good. But the fact that he kept going at people, become friends, and then going at them, he can never get to the point where he was when he first came in here. He'll never get those super chats again. He done turned on everybody. Like, he has supporters. Everybody remembers Mark Schumacher. was one of his number one supporters, sent him money. He turned on him, called him fat boy, and dissed him and did everything. He turns on everybody. Everybody.
Look at my nose.
The nose.
I have such a big nose, guys. I do.
Nose,
I get it from my dad.
Long Island Lolita, you got a few out there using pictures of you, doing their stuff.
It's
all right.
Gacy. Fat Boy Slim.
My dad has this nose, unfortunately, and I don't think my nose is
I have a big
It's
nose.
not huge. I got a nose, whatever,
It's who you are. See, that's the thing. You don't have thin skin. You're comfortable in your own skin, and that's how you should be.
I'm not insecure
Exactly.
at all. If I was insecure, yes, I did move, Margine. No, it doesn't look. Yeah, we moved probably about 6 months ago, Margine. I'm still like in the same state. I just moved more out east. I had to get a bigger place, and something was going on with my lease. Long story short.
I was told by Johnny Mac how much money that fucking pizza was making.
When he first came in, when he first came in, he was racking. He was making a killing. He was making a killing. But when you decide to start turning on people and you start showing that racist stuff, his biggest mistake was doing the 9/11 comment.
Oh yeah, I was just.
Then Chicago came in, and Chicago pretty much wiped them all out. But that was his biggest mistake when he did what he did against 9/11. There's certain things that you can't come back from. You should have never said it. Even if you felt that way, you should have kept it under the cuff. But to go out and blatantly say that, and
like who feels that way? Fucking the Al Qaedarists feel that way. American. How could an American feel that way?
Especially a New Yorker.
Seriously. Like
Jeffrey Daniel,
innocent
Jeffrey Daniel, Teresa, Mobrat's one. All you guys, thank you so much.
But when you only care about yourself,
around here,
when you only care about yourself, that's how you get people like him. And he's not just the only one. I don't like to give these guys energy by saying their name, but there are a few that don't really care about nothing but themselves. They are about themselves. They'll tell you that they care about their wife, they care about this, they care about that. No, at the end of the day, all they really care is about themselves, and that's what floats their boat. That's their whole mechanism. Me, me, me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dan Moore.
I heard
it may not be for everybody. Some people might not find me attractive, and there's people I might find attractive that some guys, and some other women might be like, ew, it doesn't matter. We all have different tastes. It is what it is.
Everyone's different.
I walk outside every day. I hold my head up high, and I'm fine with myself. I'm not like, call me the nose, call me fat, call me ugly, put up these pictures that these jealous old women Photoshop to make me look like some sort of way. I think he put some video up, and then it's like slow motion and stuff, and he's saying that I'm fucked up in that video and I'm high and I'm wasted. Oh, okay, so I'm high and I'm wasted, if that's what you think. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I'm very secure. You know what the best thing in my life is? That my child is happy and she's healthy and she's
all that counts.
Kid, and that's all I care about. My family is happy and healthy. The people in my real life, not these internet people, they're happy, they're healthy, they support me. That's what I care about. I don't care about an internet stranger saying I have a big nose. You don't like my nose? I mean, I don't know.
I don't even know why you're even answering that bullshit. He's a fucking imbecile. Seriously.
You get that.
Person that has to think you're good looking. That's it. Your significant other. Other than that, who gives a fuck?
But you also got to feel it. But you see that all the time. This is why you get certain women that go buy the boobs and buy the butts. They're not happy with themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But you can see somebody in their whole demeanor when they're secure in their own skin on how they carry themselves.
Makeup on. I barely ever wear makeup. I'm telling you, I'm like a flip-flop type of fucking girl. I'm that type of girl. I don't even put makeup on.
It's coming from
who you are.
It's not coming from fucking Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's coming from fucking FBI and his fucking clown
bobblehead.
I mean, seriously, a fucking idiot saying that. I mean, has he looked at himself? Have you seen JC in a picture?
He looks
Like seriously?
Is he? Oh no, he has a restraining order, right? Didn't he get a restraining order against? Didn't all the chicks get restraining orders against him? And then we have the other guy who beats his wife and was behind child support, the Hep C / HIV. And I got that from Tony Pizza, so you can't say that I'm slandering you. All I did was post a screenshot of community tab post of Tony Pizza saying that Johnny Mac has AIDS and HIV. And Johnny Mac also talked about Tony Pizza getting a pen up his tush. Okay, so the both of them
that was crazy.
were the ones that were slandering each other. And if we're just reposting that shit, they should be suing each other, not talking about that they're going to sue us because we're saying that stuff. And all these, then sue us. Sue us. Sue me. Yes. Sue us. We don't give a fuck.
But Bed Tube and Sue Tube.
Yeah, Sue Tube. Exactly.
Has anyone seen what Common what's his name? No Common Sense. Anyone see what he looks like?
He's constantly shown his face before. See, my thing with Common Sense is this: I've always, and if you notice, I don't talk about him. I understand his friendship with FBS, but he's always been all right with me. Now we don't talk anymore, but I won't go at him because we've always had that mutual respect. He don't bring me up, and I don't bring him up, and But he's shown his face. But he also has his own reasons why. Like, I don't knock anybody for having their anonymity, because you got a lot of subscribers here that want to keep their anonymity, and I can respect that, But
I seen him go on SoFlo. I seen him go on SoFlo, but he had a mask on. Like, he put a mask on and like a hat. Common Sense, because SoFlo said that he had to show his face, so I seen him do that. I did see him do that. But
what about Pink Veal? That was hilarious.
He looks like a deli.
What the fuck was that?
He looks like the guy at
and the perverted comments he leaves in people's under people's videos. He's put some disgusting.
Look at his name, pounding the Pink
about
Veal.
Me and Josie and our menstrual cycles and stuff like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I used to have a rapport with him, and I used to conversate with him on the phone, and we talk and everything. And then one day he just up and messaged me and was like, you guys told me to, not mess with FPS anymore, and nobody's defending me. And I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, you're a grown ass man. I look like Captain Saberhole. I'm supposed to defend you. I was like, why are you worrying about what everybody else is saying? Just do your thing. And I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I wish you the best. And that was it. And I cut him slam off. And then later on down the line, you see him, he ran back, and you say, okay. And then I like to use disinformation. I like to put something out there and see where it goes. And I did it. And it came back. And I said, okay, now I know where this is at, where this part came from. And, and I still do. There's a few that I've used the disinformation stuff, and it's come back like, oh, okay. And now I know where it came from. And once that happens, you cut slam off. You won't get me. You won't have me doing that shit twice.
Yeah, well, that's like code to the streets. There was some fake information I gave him, and then I would see it on Gunsmoke's channel. I'm like, oh, now I know where you're the only person I gave that information to. So now I know where it came from. You toe to the streets, you little mouth rat. But
it's like I told him all the time. I was like, listen, stop. And we get that with a lot of content creators. They focus on what the chat is saying. Mm-hmm. You can't focus on what the chat is saying. If you go by all that stuff, you will go crazy. And I used to tell them, stop listening to the chat. Stop listening to the chat. Stop listening to the chat. And I was supporting him, and I told him, no matter what, I'm going to hold you down. But it was certain things that he did that bothered me to the soul. And the last one was when a subscriber popped up in the chat and said, oh, you were kicked out of We Push Back. The first thing he does is gets on the phone while the live is going on and calls Dominic. And it was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You just spoke to that man an hour prior to your live. If you was kicked out, that man would have been a man and told you, things ain't working out and blah, blah, blah. But to not let him know you on a live and call him and sandbag him and then let him know that's just stuff that's just not done. it's not done. It's disrespectful. You know, so that one right there, I had to distance myself out because I can give you as much advice as I can, but when you do stuff like that, it's like, nah, don't sandbag that man. He deserves more than that. You don't just call somebody up and not let them know you're on a live until you're already conversating with them. It's not done that way. Stuff's not done like that. But no, I don't got no hard feelings towards Code. I hope he focuses on keep doing what he's doing with the kids. But as long as you listen to everybody and you got the wrong people in your ear giving you all of that, it's going to be a rocky road for you, you know?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
But it's that sensitivity stuff, man. Like, you're men. You know, why are you worrying about what these people think? Like, none of this shit bothers me. I don't let it get to me to that point. I get mad when they're going at the women and the other stuff. But as far as me, man, you can make videos all day. I'll smile. I'll show you my teeth. It is what it is. What else you got besides that? You ain't going to knock me on my character. Show me receipts that I've said something different than the way I was. I've always been the same person. So with that, as long as I'm good with myself, I can care what you think.
And the most important thing to you is, I'm sure, your son, and that he's happy, he's healthy, and he's got what he needs. These internet people are nobody. They're nobody in real life. How many of these people on the internet are you going to meet in real life? You know? Dove Kitty! DK! Oh, where'd she go? Oh, where's my DK? I like Red Dog. Poor DK's my one of my girls.
How you doing, DK?
Dove Kitty. She's one of my girls. I'm gonna have to get off soon because it's been over an hour.
But the subscribers are rock. That's what pump this mechanism.
Huh?
The subscribers is what keeps me coming back to this mechanism.
Yeah,
the content creators have an effect, but it's the subscribers. When you got good subscribers and you can have a conversation and a rapport and laugh and everything, that's what pull you back in and hold you.
Yeah, we have some, there's a lot of good people in our chat. You know, we have a lot of good subscribers.
A lot of good people in the community, and honorable people, people with good lives, people that are just funny and good people and genuine,
Genuine for 89. Big Daddy King.
Hit that like button, everybody.
Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe to all the links that I put in the chat. We got Carlos. We got the New York Connect up here. Who else? I'm trying to get. I don't know why, because I left this. I let this channel go dead for a while. So then I started putting up some of my older videos, but they're making me start all over with my watch time. So before I could remonetize this channel, so I'm trying to get up to 4,000 hours, whatever, so I can remonetize again. But the New York Connect guys, they'll probably use this channel more than me, because honestly, I've been so busy that I don't really have time to sit. And right now it's a holiday weekend, but I'm not going to have time to go on that much. Red Dog, what did he say? A good creator keeps you interested. IMNB puts the TE work in. TE, what does TE mean? Puts
time and effort.
Time and effort in. Yeah. Is NB2 dead? NB2 was struck down. NB1 was struck down by FBS. NB2 was struck down, and I didn't even bother fighting it. There is an NB3 that I have all the same videos. Most of them are unlisted, but at this point, you guys know exactly what you've seen it all. And so many other channels are popping up too right now. The Fat Bald Cop Caller, Liar.
Liar. Yeah.
So so
Ketamine Fiend.
Which one? What other one?
Ketamine Fiend.
Yeah.
Ketamine Fiend. I love him. Yes, he's another
really
good
like
one.
him,
Redzilla.
C has a channel too.
Shout out to Troll Army.
The Troll Army. But we are not no Discord Mafia. And my DK, my Dove Kitty, my love, she's been one of my good loyal friends on here for months, years, me and DK. So a lot of these women should be starting, now that they're seeing that I'm live again, they'll start popping up. And some of you men, there's going to be a bunch of pretty women in chat. So Redzilla, Ketamine Fiend, yes, definitely subscribe to their channels. Everybody check out We Push Back. Subscribe to the New York Connect B8, No Fly Zone. Mob Rats 2. Are you doing videos now, Mob Rats 2? I know your Instagram is let me get Mob Rats Instagram. Check out Angel Gotti. Definitely everybody subscribe to Angel Gotti's channel. Let me get Mob Rats 1 Instagram. Put that in chat. Where's Dan Moore? Handsome Dan Moore. Where'd you go? You came in for a second.
But you'll get everybody back. It's just a matter of time. It's like me when I hustled. That's why I never got indicted. I did 6 months on, 6 months off. So when off period was on, I'd put my stat back out. It took a minute, but everybody will come back. When you got good material, they'll all come back. So you just got to give it some time. And when everybody promoting it, you'll start getting everybody slowly coming back and new people. But that's the thing. We got in this community. We got to push each other. We got to pump each other's channels. And we got to
support each other.
Exactly. That's just what we got to do. No more this in-house fighting.
It's weird because my chat, it was like 122. Now it says 99. Like it dropped like real quick. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so let's all say goodbye. I love you all. Margene, thank you for coming in. I love you.
Chicago Muscle, have a good night, bro.
Mr. Muscle, BK Shallon, Dan Moore. Oh, there you are, Dan Moore. You're just listening. Dan Moore has always been a good support. He works with Gunner. He's Gunner's moderator and friend. He's always been very supportive of me.
Gunner who?
Of Gunner Lindblom.
Oh,
yes.
What's up, Dan?
Don't be, Dan's friends with him for whatever. I don't.
Who's dissing Gunner? I like Gunner.
Yeah, we have no problem.
Yeah. But Dan Moore's always been very supportive of me. He's a good guy. So
thanks, Dan.
Respect, Dan Moore.
You're a great woman too. Thank you. Brooklyn Bounce.
Teresa Murphy, have
my
a good
brother.
night.
Teresa Murphy.
Brooklyn Bounce. Let me just say this one thing too that bothered me. Okay, Brooklyn Bounce, is a hero, a 9/11 hero. Okay, and when Tony Pizza did that 9/11 BS thing, okay, Brooklyn Bounce was one of FBS's first moderators, a supporter since like day one. Okay, what he should have done at that point was bring Brooklyn Bounce on. And he kind of like threw him off to the side around that point. I remember Brooklyn Bounce, there was stuff that was going on with him. And I wasn't even like kind of cool with Brooklyn Bounce, but I actually like reached out and wanted to help him out in a certain situation that I knew he was going through, as FBS was bashing him because of, it was having personal things going on in his life, and it's not for me to talk about, but that would have been the perfect time for him to come together and get his community together and help this guy. When did he do that 9/11 thing? It was like some kind of holiday too.
I think it was over like in October. It was a while ago.
Yeah, but wasn't it like, I don't want to say Memorial Day because it's Memorial Day now, but there was some kind of Veterans Day. Wasn't it Veterans Day?
Yeah, I think it was Veterans Day. Yeah.
Veterans Day, and that's when Tony Pizza did that whole 9/11 thing, and then he should have brought his friend Brooklyn Bounce on, who was actually a 9/11 hero, and and when Brooklyn Bounce was having a little bit of a hard time in his life, he should have came together and done something to help him out, and he did it. Instead, he,
I will say this: I was in that chat, and there was a particular day. And I apologize to Brooklyn Bounce, and it's still one of the things that bothers me deeply. Mm-hmm. I watched the chat turn on him, and he was a good wrench. And I sat there quiet, and I should have spoke up for him. I should have did a lot more. And I watched that chat rip him about his voice and about a lot of stuff, and it was horrible. And I sat back and I let that shit happen, and it bothered me for a while. But yeah, the way he was treated in that chat was just totally despicable by the content creator and by the people itself in that chat. And I always tell him to this day, you know, he accepted my apology, and I told him I'm sorry because I should have spoke up for him. Sometimes we have to speak up for those who are getting attacked, and voice your opinion. And I sat in that chat and I stood quiet while everybody in that chat who he thought were their friends made jokes about his voice and did that horrible stuff. And it's still one of the things that bothers me most.
And his voice was hurt because he was saving lives in the tower. And I actually did a video, and I wasn't, I'm anti-FAS and all this stuff. I actually did a video, praising him for being a hero around that time, and everybody else was
definitely a hero.
But and he is a true hero.
You were close, Lori. She was in Battery Park. That's right over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, he is a hero.
He is a hero, a true hero. He definitely is a true hero. And people making fun of his voice when he damaged his voice, saving lives, is disgusting.
Yeah, that's
he was saying he was being emotional and he's crying. It was literally horrible. And that's what happens. You see that a lot in chats. That mob mentality turns. You get one person make a comment, the next subscriber rides it. We watch it daily. You see it beforehand. Like right now, the attacks on women. You'll see one person make one comment derogatory towards a woman, and everybody in the chat is right behind it, like, yeah, she did this and she did that, and it's despicable. It really is.
It is. Yeah. It's like no one has a mind of their own.
That mob mentality is dangerous. It is. It absolutely is.
It is. Well, even Bay 8 said, all these people loved him. They were, shout out to Bay 8. We love you, Bay 8. We love you. We love you. As soon as he's not friends with FBS anymore, Bay 8 is like the biggest piece of garbage. And Steven talked to FBS about addiction and recovery advice.
Yeah, look what he did to me.
And then as soon as they he sees them up there friends with Bay 8, and at the point Steven didn't even say anything bad about him, he's dragging him and calling him a junkie and stuff like that. And this week I'm a junkie, and
everyone
wasn't
everybody's a junkie? Though? I'm a crackhead. That's the new norm. There's a junkie. They're all a bunch of addicts. They're all a bunch of addicts.
Wasn't he an addict though?
No, he wasn't a junkie. He did coke. You're not a junkie when you.
No, that's the rich man's drug. Like Scarface type shit.
I never seen a fat cokehead before. But,
Lori, my love, that would be great if you would come on. That would be awesome. We'd love to hear that story because everybody.
But sometimes a simple conversation can change things. Look how many people I didn't talk to before. And you have a simple dialect, and you forget about stuff, and be like, why were you ever even arguing with each other? And you build new rapport, and you forget about the past. We've done it. I've done it with Joe. I've done it with Steven. Look at MB, me and you. Look at that. Who would have thought 6 months ago that we'd be on a show together and we'd be conversating? It's just, you can do that.
And laughing about it. All right, but I am really going to end it. I love you all. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Everybody, please wherever
MJ is, we miss you, MJ.
MJ. I hope MJ is doing good.
Where is MJ? If anyone knows, let us know. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
MB, Steven, Joe, great having me on. Everybody in the chat, have a good night.
Good night, Carlos. Definitely. It's great having you on.
As always.
It was a pleasure.
Guys. Peace to everyone. NB, Steve, Carlos. Talk to you guys later.
Let's do, and thank you guys. Let's do more of this, just because I got to get my watch time up. So I'm going to expect you all to come on here like maybe once a week to help me get my watch time up. I'll come on your channel too if I can. We all support each other, that's it. Let's all just.
That's the way it should be. Yeah.
Exactly. Build this community, make it a lot stronger. It's strong, but it still needs a lot of work.
Yep.
And Margene, welcome to the community, Margene. You're one of us now, okay, girl? Yes, we got your back. I know a lot of I talked to you today, and a lot of people haven't been so nice to you. There's a whole chat of people in here who now when we support you, girl. We're here for you.
Yeah, we will hold it down.
We love you, bro.
All right, I'm hitting in now.
All right.
So everybody have a good night. Love you
All
all.
right, guys. Have a good
Peace,
night.
everyone.
Good night.